Welcome to Ashley's Farm Insight. For thousands of years, figs have been part of human history long before wheat fields or vineyards shaped civilizations. Today, more than 1 million tons of figs are produced worldwide each year, and Turkey stands firmly at the center of this global supply. From sun-baked valleys to fertile Mediterranean plains, Turkish fig farms represent a rare balance between ancient agricultural knowledge and modern farming precision. In this documentary, we travel deep into Turkey's fig-growing regions to uncover how millions of figs are cultivated, harvested, and prepared for markets around the world. This is not just a story about fruit, but about climate patience and a farming tradition passed down through generations. Fig trees thrive where summers are hot and dry and winters remain mild. Turkey's Mediterranean climate offers exactly these conditions, allowing fig trees to grow strong without excessive disease pressure. The soil plays an equally important role. Farmers carefully select well-drained sandy or sandy loam soils with neutral to slightly acidic pH levels, ensuring roots receive oxygen while absorbing nutrients efficiently. Poor drainage is avoided at all costs, as fig roots are extremely sensitive to waterlogging. In many orchards, land is gently sloped to help excess rainwater flow away, naturally protecting tree health over decades of production. Most fig orchards begin with cuttings taken from mature, high-yielding mother trees. These cuttings, typically 20 to 30 centimeters long, are selected for disease resistance, fruit quality, and consistency. Some commercial farms also use grafted seedlings to improve resilience and uniform growth. Planting usually takes place in spring once frost risk has fully passed. Trees are spaced generously, often 4 to 5 meters apart, giving each tree room to expand its canopy, absorb sunlight, and allow airflow. This spacing is critical for both fruit quality and long-term orchard productivity. Although fig trees are drought-tolerant, controlled water supply significantly improves fruit size and sweetness. Modern Turkish farms rely heavily on drip irrigation systems, delivering precise amounts of water directly to the root zone while minimizing waste. Pruning is a routine but essential task. Farmers remove old, weak, or overcrowded branches to shape the tree and direct energy toward productive fruiting wood. Fertilization blends traditional organic matter with modern nutrient management, focusing on potassium and phosphorus during key growth stages to enhance sugar content and fruit texture. Fig farming involves one of the most fascinating pollination systems in agriculture. Unlike conventional fruits, figs contain their flowers inside a closed structure. In many traditional fig-growing regions, pollination depends on a tiny but essential partner, the fig wasp. These microscopic insects enter the small opening at the base of the syconium, carrying pollen from male fig trees to female ones. In the process of laying their eggs, they unknowingly fertilize the internal flowers, allowing fruit to develop properly. It is a delicate ecological relationship that has existed for thousands of years. Farmers carefully manage this natural partnership. In some orchards, they hang branches containing male figs to encourage wasp activity and ensure successful pollination. Timing is critical, because without proper pollination, fruit size, sweetness, and yield can be significantly reduced. This quiet collaboration between tree and insect remains one of the most remarkable examples of balance in agriculture, where nature and farming work side by side to produce a successful harvest. Fig harvesting is entirely dependent on timing. Unlike many fruits, figs do not ripen after picking. Farmers must wait until each fig reaches peak maturity, identified by its color softness and a slight droplet of natural sap near the stem. Harvesting usually takes place from midsummer through early autumn, with workers entering the orchards in the early morning hours. Cooler temperatures help preserve the fig's fragile skin and reduce the risk of bruising during handling. Every fig is picked entirely by hand, carefully twisted from the branch, rather than pulled to avoid damaging both the fruit and the tree. Workers place the figs into shallow padded containers so they remain in a single layer, preventing pressure damage. Fresh figs are among the most perishable fruits in agriculture. At room temperature, they may last only a few days. Immediately after harvest, figs are moved into cooled storage and transported by refrigerated trucks. At sorting facilities, figs are graded by size, color, and quality. Premium fruits are packed for fresh export to markets such as Europe and the United States, while others are selected for drying or processing. Turkey is world famous for dried figs. Selected figs are laid out on wooden racks under the sun, where they slowly dehydrate over several days. This natural drying method concentrates sugars while preserving nutrients and flavor. Once dried figs are inspected, cleaned, and packaged, dried figs offer a much longer shelf life and are exported worldwide, used in baking confectionery health foods and traditional desserts. Fig farming supports thousands of rural families across Turkey. Beyond its economic value, the fig holds deep cultural significance, symbolizing abundance, peace, and longevity. From ancient mythology to modern export markets, figs remain a powerful agricultural identity for the nation. Behind every ripe fig is the experience and care of Turkish farmers who have worked these orchards for generations. Fig harvesting relies heavily on human skill, as each fruit ripens at its own pace and must be picked by hand at the perfect moment. Workers often return to the same trees many times during the season, choosing quality over speed. For many families, fig farming is more than a job. It is a tradition tied to the land and local communities. From early morning harvests to careful sorting and drying, their dedication ensures that every fig carries not only natural sweetness, but the human touch behind its journey. Every fig carries the result of years of care, climate harmony, and human skill. From careful planting to hand harvesting and sun-drying, Turkish fig farming is a testament to how traditional agriculture can thrive alongside modern systems. As global demand continues to rise, Turkey's fig orchards stand as living proof that patience, respect for nature, and generational knowledge still shape some of the world's finest foods.